GeoFucks, Psych Perspectives. You know, and also I know comparison is the thief of happiness and joy, and yet you also, in my opinion, need to compare what's going on with you and your person or people and what in contrast to what's going on in other people's relationships and situations, because sometimes you need to know other people, you need to know you deserve better. And a lot of times you can't see that unless you are comparing and contrasting, unless you are speaking out about what you're experiencing. That's the other aspect of this. A lot of times when you're in these types of setups, you are made to feel bad, guilty, wrong for expressing how you feel, expressing your needs and wants. And oftentimes in my experience, when I bring up a want that I have, a need that I have, it's met with dismissiveness and passive aggressiveness. This person will literally go into quiet mode, which to me is silent treatments and acting like I don't exist. Nothing ever really gets addressed. Nothing ever really gets solved. Nothing ever really improves. It just goes to the wayside until the next incident occurs. So it gets to the point where I feel like I can't even talk to them about how I feel. And we can't have deep conversations because you're going to shut down and go quiet and ignore how the other person is feeling. You can't be in a healthy relationship if you can't communicate. I'm just going to be real here. And also, I have to learn how I need to do better and learn how to better convey my feelings, my emotions, and communicate that without being mean, abrasive, condescending. I need to learn how to better deliver it. That I can totally acknowledge and admit, like, I need to do better. And at the same time, if you're creating a hostile environment where the other person doesn't feel like they can communicate with you, then you're not really helping the situation. You want people to come to you in a nice, loving, compassionate way, but then the way you react to hearing things that you don't like is not in a nice, compassionate, loving way. When I tell you that this is what I would like to do, you don't care. I've been asking to go on dates for 2 years, and I reacted to you not ever planning, initiating, or paying for any dates, hardly ever, to, okay, well, maybe he doesn't know because that's what he told me. So let me show him. And I'm starting to realize that that was very stupid because now I'm still the one primarily planning and initiating and paying for all of the dates. He is still not putting any effort into planning, initiating, or paying for dates. It's been 2 years. At this point, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think you like me. I don't think you ever really liked me. It was lust and it was sex. And that was pretty much the gist of it. Because 2 years, bro, and you still are choosing to never acknowledge what I would like to do sometimes is an active choice. It's no longer, because that's the other piece, right? Oh, we don't communicate. Okay, I've communicated the same thing for 2 years. You don't care. And it's just so confusing to see people say they don't know how to do stuff, but then they will go and do the stuff that they claim that they don't know how to do with somebody else. So that's the other aspect, is you don't like to take pictures, but you have pictures on social media. You don't like to take pictures with other people, but there's pictures with you of you with other people on social media. There's pictures of you with other people framed in your home. Like every time I open up the refrigerator, I have to look at a picture of you and your ex. Every time I go downstairs, I have to look at another framed picture of you, of your ex. So, how am I really supposed to feel about that, right? Because you're telling me you don't like taking pictures. You're telling me that you don't like taking pictures with other people. But yet you literally showed me pictures of you with another person that is supposedly a friend, while telling me that you don't like taking pictures and you don't like people in your business and you don't want to, talk about the relationship or take pictures with me or acknowledge me. But yet you can show me pictures of you with other people all the time. So at that point, it just feels like you're playing in my face. And that's really how it feels. And it's tiring, right? Because it's like, damn, I just feel like, again, it's a further blow to my self-esteem. It's a further blow to my confidence. It's a further reminder that I'm not worthy enough of someone taking me out on a date. I'm not worthy enough of having my needs met. I'm not worthy enough of a picture. And then what doesn't make sense is, if this person is an ex, why do you still have pictures of them in your house? Especially with the way you said things ended. It really doesn't make any sense. And I'm just starting to just see things from a different lens. And again, this person is not some horrible evil doer, and I'm not some innocent, never done anything wrong person either. I'm just expressing how I feel, because again, I can't come to this person to talk about anything, because again, they're going to go on the silent treatment. They're going to do their, ignore, never address anything, never make any changes, never consider how I feel, my needs, my wants. It's been like this for 2 years. So what is the point of me having yet another conversation that goes nowhere? So it's things like that where I'm just like, you want transparency? Well, here's some transparency. This is why we do talk therapy and counseling and therapy. Because a lot of times we don't know how to convey how we feel. We don't know how we feel. We don't even know the emotions that we're dealing with. And these talk therapy, journaling, making these video diaries, making content is really helping me realize that. I shouldn't have to hide how I feel, because you don't know how to have the emotional capacity to deal with somebody else's feelings, because you don't know how to communicate. That is not, and that's the other thing I'm learning, is that's your problem. That's not my problem. And I'm going to stop taking on your responsibilities. I'm going to focus on mine, because it's just getting really tiring. I'm really over here questioning my self-worth because somebody is willingly choosing to ignore my feelings, my needs.